Hey everyone, it's Enchanted Izzy and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I am going to be talking about things that you need to do before the new update coming to Dress to Impress. And make sure to subscribe for more Just to Impress content because I am on the road to 18,000 subscribers and my goal is to get to 20,000 subscribers before summer ends. I also want to say, if I sound a little bit weird in this video, it's because my nose is a little bit stuffy. However, we are getting a huge update coming on the 29th of June, and it is confirmed. If you want to know what is going to be added into this update and you haven't seen any of my leak videos, I highly recommend to go check them out because I showed everything that is confirmed to get added in the new summer update. Okay, so in this video, I'm basically going to be showing you guys how you can get this currency right here and get a ton of it. Because as you can tell, I have 11,000 currency saved for this new update because there might be some new currency items, which basically means items that you have to pay for with this currency. So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get a decent amount of currency just like I did. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to tell you guys the difference between the currencies just in case you don't know. So these gold ones right here are the ones that you're gonna want to look out for because they give you the most, and then these little pink ones just give you like a decent amount. Like I'm pretty sure they only give you like 2 to 6 or something like that, so they don't give you that much, but these are the ones that you always want to look out for. Now something that does help when farming the currency is having this game pass right here, and what it basically does, it makes you go a lot faster. So if you and another person are aiming to get that currency right there and you have this game pass, it helps a lot. So I'm going to be showing you guys multiple different ways that you can get currency, and the first thing I'm going to be showing you guys is by owning a private server. So as you can tell, I am in a private server right now. It is just me in the server, and look at the amount of currency that has spawned in. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all of this. So as you can tell, there was a lot of currency just in this private server alone. And the best thing about being in a private server is that the currency actually does refresh. So that means that the currency is going to spawn back into the private server. So if you just sit here for a couple of minutes, then it will refresh and then you can collect it all over again. Okay, so it has been a couple of minutes since I've last filmed that last clip. And as you can tell, all of the currency spawned in again. So it is really helpful to have a private server if you just want to farm currency because it just refreshes every few minutes, and it is so easy to farm and collect currency by using this method. And I am completely aware not everyone can have access to a private server, so something else that I do recommend when it comes to farming currency is every single time there is a new round, we go into this lobby and we have to wait. So what I recommend to do is immediately go over here to the Obby, and if you're not even good at it, I highly recommend to just try anyway, because sometimes the server kind of forgets about the Obby or they just don't want to do it. And as you can tell, there is so much currency that spawns in at the Obbies. But if you are in a public server, then I recommend to just go straight to the end over here, because sometimes there is gold currency that spawns in at the end, and you can get so much more if you just go straight over here than stopping for all the other currency, because then other people can just get ahead of you and get all the currency here. So I highly recommend to do the Obby every single time you are in the lobby, and make sure you are the first one. Usually what I do is I don't really take off my outfit that I had on from the previous round until I make it over here, or I do it while I'm doing the obby. But if you're not too good at doing obbies, then I recommend to just go straight here and not worry about what you're wearing and wait until you're over there to take off what you're wearing from the previous round. And as you can tell, it literally spawned in again. Like, private servers are the best way to farm, I'm telling you. And if you aren't good at obbies, but you have a private server, I highly recommend to practice on your private server and just keep doing them over and over again, because there's some that you have to know which directions to go and stuff like that. And the more you do it, the more you'll just remember, and it'll be easier to do it when you're actually playing on a public server, and then you can be the first one over there every time. As you can tell, all of the currency spawned in again. Like, the best way to get currency is by doing it on a private server by far. But I'm going to show you guys some more methods as well if you don't really want to do the private server or the obby methods. So something else that I recommend to do if you're not too good at obbies, or if you don't have a private server, then join a free play mode server. It is the top one right here. So this is basically the same effect as being in a private server, since as you can tell, it spawns in a ton and it refreshes every now and then. Like, if someone picks it up, then it will refresh and spawn in more, and there is a lot that spawns in. As you can tell, I got quite a few just from walking around there, and there is no timer, so you can sit and farm for as long as you want. The only downside to farming in a free play server is that there is other people, so it is a little bit harder to get currency. But as you can tell, not that many people are here to farm currency. Most of the people are just making outfits and stuff like that, but there could be people farming, and some people might just pick it up if they see it. So that's the only downside, is that more people are there and it might be harder to get currency. But it is the same effect as being in a private server, because as you can tell, it spawns in a ton and you can get a decent amount just by doing this. Something that does help you a lot is by having VIP. VIP, as you can tell, not that many people actually have VIP or really go in here, and look at the amount of currency that just spawns in. So if you do have VIP, I highly recommend to go check in this room every now and then when you're farming, because so much spawns in here because not that many people check or are really farming the currency. So I highly recommend to go check that out, and remember to always get the gold currencies, because that one gives you the most. Now, something that I also recommend to do if you are in a normal server, to always pick up the currency as you are getting ready. As you can tell, many people are just focused on getting the outfit ready, and they're not really too focused on getting the currency. And as you can tell, a lot does spawn in, but I don't really recommend to farm on a normal server because there's a timer and then you have to wait in between. So it's not the best farming method. However, if you do place, then you do get more currency for placing and stuff like that. So I do recommend, if you're playing normally, then to always pick up the currency that you see laying around. As you can tell, a lot does spawn in, and you do get a decent amount if you do end up placing. So that is all of my favorite methods to get currency. As you can tell, when this video started, I was at like 11,000 and something, and now I'm at 12,000. So this is probably my favorite ways to farm currency in the game. And the more you pick up currency, the more it'll become a habit to do it, and then you'll just become rich like I am, because that's literally how I have so much currency, is because it became a habit to always pick up the currency I see. So if you start doing it more and more often, then you will end up getting more. And let me know if you guys are excited for the update in the comment section down below, and let me know if you're gonna try out any of these methods and which one helps you the most.